Hey everyone, I wanted to answer some of the top questions that people ask about the activist campaign going on in Taiji. A lot of people have asked, why can't activists go and cut the nets to let the dolphins go? There are several reasons. First of all, it has been done before. In 2003, activists from Sea Shepherd were in Taiji and did attempt to release trapped dolphins. And those individuals were arrested and jailed and then deported and forbidden to ever come back. So any activist who interferes with the hunt would be arrested immediately and deported. The reason they're able to be there now is that there's been an agreement to adhere to Japanese law. And there is an extraordinarily well-funded police force. There's a high police presence. Every activist who goes to Taiji, regardless of which organization you go with, is tailed by police, monitored 24/7. The cove itself is guarded by police. They have cameras, they have lights, they have the Japanese Coast Guard present during hunts. That's another thing people ask, like, can't you get a boat and go out there and interfere? Well, no, you can't. The Coast Guard's on scene. Can't you guys put something in the water to scare the dolphins away? No, you can't. They actually scan for that too, like sound deterrent devices, they scan for that. They have underwater surveillance, they have every security measure you could possibly think of, they have. Because the captures and sales are so financially lucrative that every security measure possible is taken. Yes, it is infinitely frustrating to everybody who's been following this. It all started back in the 1970s with Hardy Jones, who founded Blue Voice. He was the first one to go, as far as I know. But the modern campaigns right now are headed by Sea Shepherd, the Cove Guardians, and Rickabear's Dolphin Project, who has Cove monitors. Both are on scene to document the hunts, keep track of kill figures and captures and sales, and report, keeping an eye on what's going on. So, as frustrating as it is, and as painful and awful as it is to see footage and hear stories, unfortunately, at this time, it's the only thing that activists can do in Taiji. So, it's not that people don't want to do more, it's that they actually can't. But yeah, just know that, people have thought of these things, and they've been attempted, and unfortunately, because the captive dolphin trade is so profitable, these guys have so much on their side. It's heartbreaking. Also, people have asked, isn't this really a traditional hunt? Like, they say that they've been doing this for the past 400 years. Well, that's not actually true. Whaling in Taiji, like of the great whales, started then. The first evidence of a dolphin drive was in the 1930s. The modern drive fisheries where they abduct captives and sell them really didn't, take off until like 1969. So this is not a traditional thing. It is motivated by the captures. The slaughter is funded by the captures. All of their, their boats and their fuel for the boats, boats with modern engines, GPS equipment, all that stuff is modern. This is not a traditional thing It is not necessary for subsistence. Dolphin meat isn't even popular, which is why it often gets mislabeled as whale meat, which is considered a delicacy, or ends up in pet food or fertilizer. The meat is highly toxic. They're really, they know this, the government knows this, it gets sold anyway. It's a very, very corrupt industry, and the bottom line is it's the captives that drive the whole thing. So, don't support marine parks, aquariums, or swim-with programs, because even if they don't directly import from Taiji, all of these zoos and aquariums are connected by worldwide organizations like the World Association of Zoos and Aquariums, WAZA, or IMATA, International Marine Animal Trainers Association. These groups have chapters all over the world, and Japan, there's a JAZA. Japan is part of it. Actually brokered a deal with the killers 2 years ago that the captives, like the bottlenose dolphins that are taken in the month of September, they don't slaughter any, just to try and clean it up a little. It's ridiculous. So that one species for 1 month, they just abduct babies, or young. It's such a corrupt and horrific thing, you guys. And yeah, like, places like SeaWorld will say, oh, we haven't imported any wild-caught cetacea for X number of years. Well, that's fine, but there's actually a request to import a white-sided dolphin, still open, from Japan. All these, marine parks and aquaria launder cetacea all the time. It's like, okay, we're not importing directly from the dry fisheries, but Kamagawa SeaWorld is holding a captive white-sided dolphin, and we want to import her. Even if the actual dolphin isn't from a dry trade, chances are their ancestors are. And then as long as it's at another aquarium first, they can apply for a breeding loan from different aquaria. So the laundering still goes on. And the captures are still infiltrating aquarium and marine parks all over the world. One thing you will notice is that SeaWorld avoids even mentioning Taiji. The other organizations claim, that they don't support it, but that's okay because they can always, launder them through other aquaria in the world and borrow them on innocent pretenses. It's disgusting, and the only way this is going to end is if people stop going to marine parks to see these dolphin shows or to go swim with dolphins somewhere. Don't buy a ticket. That is the only way to shut these people down. So, keep spreading the word. Keep speaking out. Raise awareness. Share with everyone. Taiji is the hub of the international captive trade. This is where the majority of wild-caught cetacea are coming from. So yeah, captivity really does kill, and I hope this helped answer some questions. If you still have a question, ask, please, and I will either answer if I know, or I will find out for you. Also, definitely keep on top of Facebook and Twitter for Dolphin Project and Sea Shepherd Cove Guardians. Sorry for the horrible quality of this video. It's been a long few days. There's a pod of over 250 dolphins at Taiji right now, and 25 have been abducted on one day, 14 more today, and 2 dead from the trauma. There's a reason the Cove Guardian campaign is called Infinite Patience, and that's because they can't intervene, and it takes infinite patience to watch this go on over and over, day in and day out, year after year. It has to end, and it will only end if we gut them financially. Don't support marine parks wherever you are in the world. Don't go. help end this. It's time. Alright. Much love and be well, guys. Hope this helps. Talk to you soon. Bye.